Welcome back to the Explainer. Today we're jumping right into ACIM Lesson 39, and the core lesson we're looking at is this: My holiness is my salvation. I am absolutely pumped to guide you through this material today because we're going to take concepts that can sometimes feel a bit, abstract and turn them into a super practical daily exercise.
Right out of the gate, let's state that core lesson clearly. My holiness is my salvation. Now, you might be wondering, okay, how do I actually apply such a massive, profound statement to my Tuesday morning commute or a really stressful meeting? Well, you're in the right place. We're going to translate this dense text into a highly accessible, totally doable practice for your day.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our agenda. We'll look at guilt, hell, and holiness, saving yourself and others, the 5-minute practice, short intervals and temptations, and we'll wrap up with your daily schedule.
First up, guilt, hell, and holiness. Because to understand salvation, we really have to know what it is we're being saved from.
To really get this, we have to ask a direct question. If guilt is hell, what is its opposite? The workbook actually points out that its ideas are very simple and totally unambiguous. We're not doing mental gymnastics here. We're dealing with the obvious, but we miss it, right? Because we overcomplicate things. We get lost in the clouds of complexity that we create in our own heads. The contrast here is actually pretty wild. See, hell in this context isn't some fiery pit underground. It's the mental state of guilt, complexity, and fear. And its opposite, holiness, it isn't about being some perfect religious saint. No, holiness is simply a peaceful, guilt-free mind. That natural, peaceful state is your salvation.
Moving right along to Section 2, Saving Yourself and Others. Let's see how this internal shift impacts everything around you.
So the crucial point is this: you cannot give what you do not have. A savior must be saved. While your holiness absolutely saves the world, you have to apply it to yourself first. God doesn't know unholiness, so he definitely knows you as holy. Saving your own mind is literally step 1 before you can even begin to help anyone else.
But what exactly does this hell look like in our minds? Basically, everyday unloving thoughts. Uneasiness, depression, anger, fear. Actually, scratch that, it's pretty much any form of worry or insecurity. Whatever form they take, they're unloving, which makes them fearful. These everyday negative thoughts are exactly what you need to be saved from. All right, Section 3, the 5-minute practice. Let's get into the highly practical how-to part of our explainer.
It's just 4 logical steps. First, repeat today's idea to yourself. Second, close your eyes and actively search your mind for those unloving thoughts we just talked about. Third, apply a specific quote to the specific thoughts, events, or people that pop up. And fourth, end the session by repeating the idea and asking our core question. Let's look a little closer at step 3, because it's the real engine here.
And this brilliantly illustrates how it works. As you search your mind, slowly, don't force it, just fill in the blanks. My unloving thoughts about blank are keeping me in hell. My holiness is my salvation. You just plug in the specific situations, events, or personalities that are stressing you out. It is absolutely imperative that you start seeing them differently.
Now, listen, sustained concentration is genuinely difficult at first. If your mind wanders, relaxing your mind is totally okay. It takes time to build mental discipline. If you lose focus, just introduce some variety, slowly repeat the idea, or honestly, just take a breather and don't think about anything. As long as the core meaning remains the same, you're doing great.
Section 4, short intervals and temptations. Let's talk about the rest of your day outside of those dedicated 5-minute blocks. Because life happens, right? Temptations to get angry or worried are gonna pop up. When those immediate unloving thoughts hit, you have this rapid-fire variation. My holiness is my salvation from this. You use it as a direct, real-time response to just neutralize that specific temptation right in its tracks.
Finally, Section 5, daily schedule. Let's summarize exactly how you're going to integrate this today. Now, what's really interesting here is the strategy. For the longer sessions, you're aiming for a full 5 minutes 4 times today. But for the shorter applications, try for 3 or 4 times an hour. Honestly, if you want to go above and beyond, doing those quick, frequent check-ins is highly recommended over just doing longer sessions. It's all about constant, gentle reminders. And remember, this specific provocative thought is exactly how you should end each of your longer practice periods today. You just ask yourself, if guilt is hell, what is its opposite? It perfectly leaves your mind actively oriented toward peace. So let's lock it in. My holiness is my salvation. 4 times today for 5 minutes, and quick reminders 3 or 4 times an hour. If you're finding this explainer helpful and you want to keep learning with us, please hit that like and subscribe button. Consistency is key today, guys. Keep your mind anchored. And as you go about your day, I want you to keep asking yourself, if guilt is hell, what is its opposite?